Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. And what happens to be this time, HD. Well, it's upscaled HD, but the actual video quality in 480p should also be better. I have a new capture card. My good old dazzle I've had throughout my entire Let's Playing career is sadly out of commission. I have replaced it with an Elgato, nice, fancy, expensive HD recorder. So now I'm actually outputting my AV cables into an HDMI transmitter.
I'm composing an opera. Don't
Anyways,
interrupt my
enough technical stuff. I would also be using a blue snowball microphone, which would be really cool because it would sound a lot better than my headset I'm using right now. But the one that actually shipped I bought off of Amazon was broken. So I'm going to be using the headset for now, which makes me sad. But anyways, so where did we need to go right now? We need to go to the crab, that's what. And we have all of our bonus levels done for now. We also happen to have Sam's costume, which we haven't gone to see yet, actually. I still need fruit, don't I, for Timmy? Yeah. Alright. I still haven't really made up my mind as to whether or not I want to collect everything, to get all the costumes. I probably want to. I don't care about getting the badges, but I know if I get them that's cool, but otherwise. Why did the game, like, stop for a moment there? I don't need those. Alright. Oh, hey, it's these things. These things, I don't have any use for those, actually. Those just get achievements, so I'm not going to pay much attention to those gems. Anyways.
I need your help, Chosen One.
I'm sure you do.
Chosen Ones, the queen of the Mermac tribe has been kidnapped by the Florians and their mad king. They have taken her to their ooze mine. Please, rescue her.
Okay, that looked kind of buggy. Anyways, are there any, like, video issues during this episode and the next two? It's because this is my first time actually recording long episodes with my Elgato, so I still might have some things to figure out. The Fetid Forest. Fetid. It means smelly, and happens to have the word feet in it. Anyways, I still have a costume for Patrick. That makes it kind of sad. But I don't have all those tusks yet. I'm at the right at the end of the game too, so I don't know how I'm gonna pick all those up. Hi, Danny.
This place is spooky.
Aw, don't worry, Patrick. We'll protect you.
I'm sure you will, Sandy. There we go. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be timed so that she freaks out right after she says we'll protect you, but... Okay, so, I have to say myself, playing this right now, my TV is actually getting the HDMI cables, or my TV is actually playing this game using HDMI cables right now, even though this is on the PlayStation, and it looks absolutely amazing. Not because it's using HDMI cables, but...
Some sort of spider silk.
It tastes like cotton candy.
That might
There's
be
more over
lethal,
there.
Patrick.
Oh, it's like a trail.
Of cotton candy.
Lethal cotton candy. But the original setup I used to have was, I was using a really screwy setup where I was using audio cables to transmit my video signals, so that made things also look worse on my TV than they would otherwise. Why am I always in a battle stance when I stand on this?
It's just like a holiday, but with monsters.
Well,
Ain't nothing I like more than
I mean,
good
that's kind of what this whole thing has been, isn't it? But now that I'm actually using video cables to transmit video signals, it looks amazing. It's kind of nice to have something that's not, like, ruined by that. Anyways, I'll probably just ignore the green gems. And they're everywhere, but I see I have no use for them. There's also something we need up here.
Guards up ahead.
Go away. I said go away. Okay, you can do that too. Yeah, these guys like to get projectiles that basically just trap you in snares. I should probably play Sandy in this. I don't know if I played a Sandy yet. I don't need cogs. Go away. If I haven't played a Sandy yet, I might as well show off a projectile. She shoots like boomerangs. It's really weird.
This looks like some kind of storage tank for ooze.
And ooze, of course. Oh hey! Sandy actually has, like, brown under her suit in this game. instead of, or under her head inside her suit instead of just black void. It's kind of weird looking. Also, something kind of funny I've noticed with Sandy. If you run and jump in this game, she jumps like a squirrel. Kind of vaguely like a squirrel. It's subtle. The way she puts up her, arms. It's funny. I think her double jump's supposed to also be reminiscent of a flying squirrel. I'm not sure. It's kind of funny. If odd looking. I like how some of these, like, walker things in the background that remind me an awful lot of Half-Life 2, actually. Actually are, 3D in some cases, but 2D in others. Oh, that's not how you do that, Cindy. I guess she actually has to get smacked on the face right as she falls in.
Are those things machines? What are the Florians doing?
Extra vibration on the controller makes it all that much better. I don't really see it. Well, I guess I can't see.
Mine up ahead.
I guess it's for dialogue and stuff, but I do as you control who you actually played as in this game in each of the levels. Like if I wanted to bring Timmy along for this fight, or for this level, or if you could go to other levels with earlier levels with characters you unlock later. That'd be kind of cool, I think. Also, I accidentally discovered that you can do this earlier. I found the rules. These just have gems in them, don't they? Yeah, I don't care about the gems. It really is just an achievement. I don't think you guys would really care if I didn't have an achievement. Boom! Okay. Also, I think it's kind of weird just how many appearances these weird tree things get. They appear in a lot of places.
This is the weirdest day I've had since last week.
Yeah, he has a lot of weird days as a ghost, I guess. I think when your standard is working with...
I never thought plants could be so evil. I'm detecting a useful...
Yeah, second item. And now I lost my train of thought. Darn it. I say it when Let's Players do that. These probably just have gems on them, don't they? Or gears I don't need. Whatever. Oh yeah, I was saying, I wish you could bring, characters... Darn it, Jimmy, stop interrupting me! I wish you could bring characters from, later levels into earlier levels, and just control who you play as in each level in general. But I guess the reason that won't really be possible is you need to have lines for each level, you have cutscenes for each level, things like that. I guess you could do something kind of like what Lego Star Wars did, where you have a legitimate story playthrough, and then you have free mode that you can do with any characters you want after you've played through it the first time. It sounds like a pretty good way of going about it, actually. Also, it took me about 5 minutes to actually, not 5 minutes, but 2 or so minutes, whoops, to actually realize that these floating platforms appeared here last time I was here. Because it takes so long for one to appear sometimes that I was just walking around and I walked right to that ledge but just didn't... Okay, stop that. See that, there's actually a platform that was coming out there. Why am I attacking these things? I have no incentive for doing this. I was complaining about that earlier in an earlier episode, wasn't I? About how there's not actually incentive for taking out enemies in almost any case in this game. Same issue with the original Nicktoons Unite. Go away. Patrick, have some fun. I don't like the way Patrick runs in this game, but everything else seems very Patrick-like. I like his attacks. Oh, I guess. What? Why's that hurt me?
Mining the ooze, all right.
Touching the wall.
Their environment. We have to stop them.
Of course, Sam being Sam. I get all paranoid. My capture preview on my computer is all choppy, but from my own tests, the actual capture that I'm getting isn't choppy. So, it looks like everything's choppy on my computer right now, but the actual video output shouldn't be choppy. Of course, if everything in this video is ridiculously choppy... Oh, let's go, Patrick. There we go. It is ridiculously choppy, along with the next episode. I apologize in advance. Or, well, I guess it won't really be in advance at this point. Anyways, remember what button makes you jump, you nub. Kept pressing circle to try to jump. Anyways, the next thing to pick up is right up to the left here, I believe. I wish more Patricks. I wish more characters like Patrick had, oh. No, this is where I'm supposed to go. I wish more characters like, Patrick had unique special attacks, though. Actually, Patrick's the only one who has a unique special attack. That he does the cartwheel instead of just,
There's some useful
shooting a projectile.
salvage nearby. Take a look around.
Oh yeah, this is how you get to that salvage item. I remembered right. Sam's recycling bin. Sam's getting a lot of attention in this level. Especially for not being a playable character in the level. And now I also have Sam's bonus level, so I guess we'll have to have some fun with that later. I remember it being really hard though. Boom! See, if I was playing Nicktoons Unite, I'd have to be concerned about...
holiday, including the part about saving the universe.
Well, we're on an island. But, not here. None of you doing here characters have to make you lose my train of thought so easily. It's a really bad thing to be doing as a commentator, isn't it? By the way, these things fall if you stand them too long. Or not. Okay. Well, prove me wrong.
Giant blades? Who built this thing?
Oh, I have Sam's, bonus level to do now, I guess. I remember it being hard from last time I played it,
pressure
but
cooker. Let's make some adjustments.
it's been a long time since I've done that. Sandy also gets a lot of dialogue in this level. I forgot about that. Yay! Also, the character who picks up the invincibility as long as he stays invincible, so you can't switch characters and still retain the effect. But this is basically the bash into everything. It's like ice physics. This is just the bash into everything recklessly power up because you don't take damage. Just like the shield power up in Nicktoons Unite, actually, I think. It just seems dumb to me. It's like an overpowered power up that doesn't really add to gameplay. I don't think.
Ain't nothing I like more than building stuff.
Oh, see, some of these fall over. These ones do. See, I'm not that stupid. I know some things. I can't jump on things, but I know some things. I feel like Patrick is rubbing off on me right now. I blame him. That is why I'm having difficulties understanding anything. And I don't need a golden gear. I've had enough gears. Is there anything else to the side there, though? Oh, well. No, there's not. Okay. Fruits. I'm not sure how many more fruits I need for Jimmy, but there are lots of fruits here.
What I like.
More thinking about what I like. I guess I missed Sandy saying she liked other things earlier in this level, because there's a lot of points in this level where she says, ain't nothing I like more than something. And I was going to point them out when she said it repetitively, and the last time she says it is, ain't nothing more I like than thinking about what I like. But I guess I missed that opportunity. Too busy complaining about my own abilities to do things in video games.
Look out! Guards!
I don't care, I have speed. No, I don't.
Hey, that dome looks about to break. Let's give it some help.
Let's just punch some metal. Okay, I don't like this. So what we're supposed to do is basically remove the functionality from from this machine right here. And the way you do that is actually not by going inside of it and breaking something, but by going inside of it and picking up a normal golden gear inside of it.
Broken the ooze drill. Let's climb.
Oh well, it breaks whenever you break it open, but Danny decides to tell you about that once you pick up the golden gear.
Shoes all shiny, ready to go.
Wait, SpongeBob's here with us? I didn't even realize. I haven't seen him in a very long time. He's very absentee. Oh, there he is. Just look to the side where you just looked, and there he is. Oh, well, fine, SpongeBob, you can get some screen time. I wasn't trying to switch to him. One of us.
You bugs better give up. King Gorge will crush yous all.
Don't you see, Sergeant? You have been affected by the Mongoose ooze. You must resist, or we are all doomed.
The cutscene just skipped.
Shut up! Soon you'll be one of us, a loyal servant of the Magu.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My discs cutscenes keeps
He is, and it looks like he's
desyncing
running
audio.
out of time. Let's move.
One of us! Huh? Oh! Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what. That's my disc doing that. My actual game is desyncing that. I don't know why. Die. SpongeBob's red on his gloves really clash with everything else he's wearing right now. I actually really don't like the secret costume that much that I'm using right now. Go away, SpongeBob. You have enough screen time. Now I go to Denny, who actually has the second most screen time in the game. Speaking of which. Can we do something more exciting than just fighting off oops? Oh, hi. I got my head was sticking out. Because that's kind of dull. Oh, I guess he's a sergeant. He's a leader. Not a combatant, I guess. Go over here and fight, you nub. Oh, pfft. Fine, teleport. Jumping down's too good for you. Thanks for that famous zoom. Oh, he also has ridiculous range. I forgot about that. And you don't actually have to try to fight him, but if you feel like it, you can. And then he just dies like a normal enemy, pitifully. And the level's over.
Chosen ones. Then
Oh,
the
wait,
legends
why is Sam here? I thought she was on the radio.
I should
What?
have believed Shelley all along.
Shelly?
Guys, there's an aqueous thermal diffuser not far away. We need that for the rip zipper.
Look, it's over there. Wow, it's beautiful. Dude, it's an espresso machine.
That's what I said.
The king has built a dam to stop the river flowing through the Florians' village.
Skip.
Now they can only drink the ooze, which makes them slaves to the Magugu.
It's an environmental apocalypse. How can we stop him?
If you can distract the king long enough, my commandos can destroy the dam. The river will flow again, and the Florians will be free.
Y'all want our
Skip.
help, Queenie? You got it.
Thank
Skip.
you. When you are ready, come and talk to me.
Really, was Sam with us the entire time? I thought Sam spoke over the intercom like twice. Intercom. I thought she spoke over the radio like twice in that level. I don't think she was actually with our pack. Oh man, I found a ton of fruit. I think I have Timmy's costume now, actually. But now the two costumes I don't have are the ones that I don't really have a way of getting now. I'm gonna have to like go back into earlier levels to get Sandy's and Patrick's costumes, which I want to get, but I also think I'm gonna finish this game tonight if I just go right through the game. Oh, I have Tucker's place now. As well as Timmy's. 69 more. And 53. That's a lot of those two things, because those things are very rare. Crash Nebula costume. I want to get them. I'm not actually sure what the costumes are. I have all the items so far. Yes, I do. Okay. Well, I only have so much time left in the episode anyways, so I suppose what we can do now is head on over to, well, aside from doing this first, as I need this every time, every chance I get. Well, that was nice. But aside from that, I don't need your fruit anymore. I'm better than that. We have to go over to Sam's place, and Tucker's actually, just to see what's there. I don't quite remember what's there. I don't want to go to Sam's lowest level yet. I want to get the tusks for Patrick. Which is right here. Are those tusks? Maybe they're bananas, but why would something with tusks be dropping bananas? How many more do I need for Patrick now? 6. That got me 9? God. Oh, wait. Man, that'd be 7 more rounds of what I just did. here in the Overworld if I had to do that as my only source of collecting horns. I'm really not liking that. You go, Goth. Okay. I don't remember why I remember this one being so hard, but I remember it being the... I'm pretty sure I remember distinctly not finishing this race back when I played the game a long time ago. Oh! Hehe. Yeah, see, I know I wasn't playing as Sam. Whoa. Oh, I know I wasn't playing as Sam in that last level. Because, even though she appeared in that cutscene, because she, I would have noticed that she was in her prom dress. Music's interesting. Ow. I should probably be looking at the things being fired at me instead of the tombs around me. So I mentioned that I remembered her having an unlockable costume that was actually... all the way back here. That was actually her Ivy costume from that whole Phantom Freeze special. I don't know what the actual episode's called, I just remember that what Nick decided to call its event. But, this requires concentration. But, did I just do what I think I did? Oh, yeah! Aha, it's like a speedrunning tactic. Checkpoint of use. It actually turns out that Sam does indeed have that costume in a later game. So that is where that misconception of mine came from. Man, I've been missing the speed boost. It makes this level so much more bearable. Ha! Oh. Why is there a... Oh, I guess if you want a good time. I don't know if picking up those blue things actually gives you a better time or not. Or it just increases your timer. Because I see no point for a blue collectible right before that finish line. If that's not the case. If it doesn't actually bring your overall time down. Why does she start the level looking away from the camera? Anyways. This place is beautiful and stunning pseudo HD. That's what I should probably be calling this. I'm playing this game in 720p on my TV, but it's not in native 720p. By the way, in case you're wondering, no, I'm not actually recording this at 60 frames per second. Reason being, I have multiple reasons. One of which is file size, both because I don't want to have huge files on my computer, and because it would take absolutely forever to upload to YouTube if I record 60 frames per second. Like, long enough where I might not have enough time to upload the videos in a day. And there would also be the issue of, from what I've understood, a couple of people have been having issues where they can't really watch certain HD videos because their internet's good enough for 3 frames per second HD, but not for 60 frames per second HD. And because of that, if a video happens to have 60 frames per second HD, because you can't choose whether it's 30 or 60 frames per second, they can't actually watch this video that has 60 frames per second HD because their internet. Crap! So there's a certain degree of consideration for the viewers as well, in actually giving a lower frame rate. I honestly don't think that having a lower frame rate matters that much for the kind of games I normally play anyways. There are most of the games that are impacted by it. I don't usually play those kinds of games where you have much of a noticeable difference, I think. Although, of course, at the same time, I've always seen all those people that didn't really notice differences between frame rates anyways. So I can't say much. I know differences in frame rates if they're side by side, but otherwise it just doesn't even register to me. But it does for some people, so I can't really speak for them, since I'm not one of them. One of them. Sidestepping this key. Oh, darn it! No, Sam, recover. Recover! Oh, what? She didn't double jump that time. Darn it! Darn it! Sam? Man, this part is going to be some serious trouble. I'm actually going to be really hurt from this too. Like, there's occasional breaks in the, every 3 there's a break. I don't know what to do when that break hits. Just sidestepping this. Yeah, see, picking up those blue things doesn't actually help my total time recording, so I don't know why placing one right before the finish line would be a good idea. Darn it! I was right in front of one. Okay. Apologies for screwing up that one so badly. Man, I'm really sad about not being able to use my better microphone right now, but it shipped in the mail, not working. It kind of worked. I managed to get it work twice, get to work twice, but aside from that, it's not my computer. I can't get it to work on my PS3 either. Whenever I plug it in, it just doesn't actually recognize any audio input I give it. Like, it's recognized, it receives power, and whenever I plug it into, either on PS3 or my computer, it recognizes it, but it just doesn't actually notice any audio input. I managed to get it to work twice, and at one point it actually had a really strong static in the background too. So there's something wrong with the cables, I'm guessing, but nothing for me to do other than like buy a new one, I guess. Makes me sad. My blue snowball. Freaking Amazon shipping. Really bummed. But next week's episodes should. Alright. Did the double jump too early to read it properly. But next week's episodes should have better commentary quality. Using a fancy microphone known as the Blue Snowball. I'm really just talking about whatever I can, because there's not much content that's being given to me to work with during these racing bits. That backflip she does on double jump. Backflips just look wrong in doing double jumps to me. It just seems so contrary to your momentum if you're going forwards. Is this the finish line? Yes, it is. Okay. I guess I like the idea of all the cannons here, but I guess it works, but not much fun to me. No, not at all. Okay, so that's going to end for this episode of Let's Play Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. Next episode, we're going to get pretty close to finishing the game. Not sure if we're going to finish the game by the episode after that one, though. We might. Depends on how much, like, bonus levels we do and all that stuff. So I'll be seeing you guys next time in the next episode of Let's Play Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. With pseudo HD. Load, please. Yep. See you guys.